Hello, buddy. One time episode of Gilbert's 2, janthir Wilds. I'm here with Isaiah, aka Starbucks XX.
Hello.
Thank you. Today we're gonna start up with Act 3, which of course starts with trial and error. I mean, I would just label it as Act 3, even though it's supposed to be called God Spawn, but whatever. Some people, a good amount of people like it, and some people just whine about how I want it, but whatever. Can't please everyone. All I gotta say is it's not a secret obscure situation, so it hasn't gone downhill or anything, and how it went. So, you know, nothing
Hmm.
I gotta say.
Mm-mm.
Oh, okay. All right. Anyway, uh, wait, yeah, right. We need to start trial and error. Right. Let's just do that right now. Where it says the commander, Keith, and Malice track down the German probably missing Titan expert. Start. Urgent priority business. Stewart Gix. Commander, for our battle seeker, our leading Titan archivist, is missing. Farah is the reliable sort, so her disappearing like this is a highly out of character. I last ran into her checking out some materials here at the library. Nothing unusual about it. I told that I told that you, Malice, and Keith have been researching the Titans' whereabouts. You three should have a look around Farah's office yourselves. When you leave, I'll have Archivist send. No, when you arrive, not leave. What am I talking about? When you arrive, I'll have Archivist Sestina show you Faraz research station. I really butcher names. Given the outstanding circumstances, you three will be granted access to the Prairie regardless of your membership. Make haste. Story Gix. And that's it. Alright. So, that means we need to go back to the German Prairie. Haven't been there in a long ass time.
I don't have that wing points.
Too bad. Oh, I might accidentally. Too bad, you're gonna have to teleport to me anyway. Excuse me. Yeah, my inventory is full of a lot of stuff. All right, there's gonna be some achievements in here. So we'll try to get it for you, maybe. Oh, do I need to do this again because you just loaded in? Oh wait. Oh no. Do I not? Well, shit. I highly doubt you know what I just did.
No wonder they keep it under lock and key.
I'm honest.
Never could convince any priory to let me have a peek at these shelves. Now that I'm in, I might never leave. Is that... Burn me, they've got both copies. What else are they hoarding in here?
We'll have plenty of time to browse later. The books aren't going anywhere. Farah, however...
Gix said an archivist, Sestina, would show us to Farah Station. Let's start there.
Hold on. Yeah. Yeah. Yeet. Anyway. What was I talking about? Nah, whatever. Alright, achievements. Right. Good thing all of them are easy.
Expect you, Sestina, Farah's mentee. I'm holding down the fort while she's. Honestly, I have no idea what she's doing or where she is. Nobody does. It's very unlike her.
Gik said the same. She doesn't seem the type to just run off.
Even her research station looks like she abandoned it mid-thought. Here, come see for yourselves. Farah's been spearheading our Titan research efforts, gathering notes on history, biology, etc. Hoping to find some sort of exploitable weaknesses of interest to you three, I'm sure.
You have no idea.
As is Farah's well-being.
I can empathize with why she'd feel so invested.
Obsessed, more like. Your last encounter with that third Titan Ura sent Farah down an absolute rabbit hole. I've known her to get absorbed in her work, but this time, she was a woman possessed. Leading up to her disappearance, she was buried under tomes at her station all hours of the day. I wondered if she might be sleeping there. And then she was gone. Here we are.
Buried under tomes. You weren't kidding.
I've been trying to sort through it all. Thought maybe there'd be some clue in her research as to where she went. But, as you can see, it's a daunting job for one person.
We'll take it from here. Let you know if we find anything.
Anyways, I think that's the achievements start happening once we interact with this.
Anything of note, Commander?
Well, yes. Though it probably doesn't help our search much. It's some notes and first-hand accounts by the Coden. And us. Suppose the Ward would keep the Priori informed. The Coden accounts seem aligned with ours. Spawn Titans led by progenitors, strange communication methods, bloodstone thirst.
Probably doesn't help our search, but it's good info. Let's take note, but keep looking.
Oh, there you go. Now you need to do the. Now we need to go over here. And you need to go ahead and do like /ponder. Oh, there you go. All right, and then the next one is basically find all the extra stuff before the non-extra stuff. So these times and environments, observations and speculation. Greer, biotic influence, swamp. Called the Rotbringer by locals familiar with his putrid air. Greer's form has taken on a characteristic of swampy regions of the slithering outskirts. Lowland Coden, rainless meadow, stationed near the old Gavril Plaza, sonically described the Titan as a swampy and gross, she called. The smell curled the fur on my nose. An account taken by the Alliance from the Savari cave summarized Greer's presence as follows. I sensed sickness the moment I set foot in the area. You don't have to be a Savari to tell the environment ailing. One whiff is proof enough, but it also feels the misery of those innocents. The plague plants, the poisoned waters, the leaves curled by death. Their mere memory makes me sick. Being there was nearly more than I can bear. Anyways, Decima, bionic influence, storm. While not as off-putting in the senses, Decima's intrusion upon the stricken plains ecosystem has prove equally determinal. The sickening plains. The sickening plains, as their name suggests, are known for frequent lightning strikes. Decima's presence appears to have increased this frequency exponentially. Research conducted by Tyrion Alliance and Astral Ward members indicate a near constant risk of wildfires. This burn risk poses a major threat to the safety of individuals, wildlife, and vegetation in the area. Lowlands report a dramatic drop in the season crop yield, fearing food storages for the coming winter. Ura, biotic influence, unknown. Due to her discovery being so recent, Ura's exact biotic influence is yet to be determined. According to the Alliance accounts from the former Pact commander and allies, Ura has explosive steam walls to deter combats. Based on what we know of Greer and Decima, this manner of attack is no accident. It may have been the key to discovering the geographical region of her hiding place. The use of steam may just geyser influence, which Janthir's Northern Isles are known for. I see. Where's the next one? Alright, there's one in this room. What was I doing? Good thing. Good thing it doesn't matter which order you find these extra stuff. They always show up. Whatever. Anyways, entry 1. First day on Janthir's Satari. Whatever. I don't know how you pronounce that. First day in Janthir's Satari is in the books. Should probably explain what I've been doing here. The Tyrion Alliance reached out to the Dermot Priory for extra help studying the tides. Giggs told them he had just the expert for the job, and here I am. For being so new to the global scene, the Alliance have been quick to establish itself. Already, they enlisted help from the Astral Ward, the Savari tree tenders, and now the Priory. And the word is that former Pact commander is even running around out there. I still could believe my luck. Reading about tides from historical tomes is one thing, potentially seeing them in the wild, that's the whole nother beast. I figure journaling will help me track of my day-to-day in the field. If I'm seeing anything interesting, maybe a giant claw across. I'm not reading this right. I figure journaling will help me track of my day-to-day. That doesn't make any sense. I figured journaling will help me track just remember the fucking out there, ArenaNet, please. Check my day-to-day in the field. If I see anything interesting, maybe I can, claws crossed, I can jot down the details while they're still fresh. Anyways, a storm's rolling in, so I best find some shelter. Sounds like it's going to be a mean one. Entry 2. So much for daily journaling. I've been so deep in research, I keep forgetting to write about it lately. I've been interviewing Coden Station on the Isles about what they've seen. Some even gave eyewitness accounts of their own personal Titan sightings. I'm working on compiling them for Alliance and Priory records. While the interviews are going well, Janthir's Satari frequent storms are unsettling. I expect a harsh climate. The Isles are practically famous for it, but these storms are unlike any I've experienced. They're strong, sure, even violent at times, but there's just something deeply unsettling about them. There's also peculiarly consistent. No, they're also peculiarly consistent, and because of all that, I can't stop wondering about them. I've made it a little side project of my own to learn all I can about them. And I hear the rumblings of one brewing right now. No, I mean right on cue. Entry 3. My brain is growing so fast I can barely write. Quickly enough. Turns out that my side projects study the Isle of Storms is going better than expected. I've been asking around, according to those stationed here a while. The storms in Janthir's Satari worsened around the same time the Titans first appeared. Even more curious, the Titans appear to thrive in these storms. Why? I don't know, for sure. But my guess it has to do with Bloodstone. Several accounts of the Titans during Mist-Tide storms report them feasting especially ravenously on Bloodstone shards. Once satisfied, they act particularly energized and aggressive. This effect is even true for those appearing injured or in poor health beforehand, and, for whatever reason, it only seems to happen during storms. So many thoughts. Here is something in. No, so many thoughts here. Is there something in the storm's energy that bolsters Bloodstone? Will explain the amplified effect and also why they feel so off. Then, what is this energy? Where do these storms come from? Previous research suggests that tides negatively impact nearby ecosystem. Could their appearance have made the Isle storms even worse? Maybe, but it also but it doesn't explain their effect on Bloodstone. Still I feel I'm onto something. Just need to keep researching for answers. I can't know how to read today. It's fine. I think there's one more to read somewhere. I don't know where. Never mind, found it. Satari field research. Symbiosis of progenitors and spawn. After killing multiple times spawn with his hunting party, Roland Cohen, born from Thunder, speculated that smaller spawn titans were acting as a ancillary limb for a larger progenitor titan. Battle accounts from the former Pact commander and allies support this claim. We know these progenitor titans to be Greer, Decibel, and most recently Era. Presence and migration. The titans spawn are spread out across the Isles, and they have landfall across Lowland Shore, treating the coded inhabitants, while the exact order point is still unknown. Early science placed them near Mount Baylor. Inner core biology. Accounts from Lowland Rainless Meadow side the progenitor titan Greer is having a glowing inner core. Exposed upon damage to his body, exterior armor, a similar core has been seen by the former Pack Commander and allies during the altercation with Decima. Suggests a biological consistency. Both accounts note the core sensitivity to outside forces. Communication practices. Accounts of the progenitor China suggest ability to communicate among themselves and with their opponents across great distances using storm-like calls and other interspecies communication. This information has been confirmed by Astro World Scout Branwen, the former Pack Commander, Kaith, and Malice. Bloodstone restoration and regeneration. Concerningly, accounts from Astro Board member Pela claim that the progenitor and spawns alike seems highly drawn to Bloodstone. Many have been spotted feeding upon Bloodstone shards to promote regeneration. In addition to acquiring additional rest, similar findings were noted in field research conducted by the former Pack Commander Kaith and Malice. Yeah, this is interesting. Also concerning. Because we don't even know how Ura fights yet. Where's all the other stuff? Right.
You look focused, Commander. Find something?
Maybe. It's about the Titans and their environments. Kate has her own section in this one.
Oh,
You're talking about Greer's effect on the swamp ecosystem. One of the lowlanders made similar comments.
don't even remind me of that putrid place. This must be from when I was speaking with the tree tenders. What else?
Mentions the Titans merging with their environments, and that Ura's steam walls might be a clue to her location.
Now we're getting somewhere. Where there's steam, there's...
A geyser, perhaps?
Farah seems to think so. She suggests Mount Balrior.
What are we waiting for?
Before we go chasing geysers up and down the aisles, let's be sure there's nothing more to see here.
I'm coming up empty. How about you two?
Same, I'm afraid. Commander?
Sistina was right about Farah becoming obsessed with this research. Her journals say she was running a side project on the Mist's tide storms and their connection to the Titans.
I can see why she'd think the two connected. How, I'm not so certain.
Neither was she. She wonders if the storm's energy amplifies Bloodstone, drawing the Titans to its power.
Would explain their fixation on it.
She's still not sure what the energy is, or if the Titans influence the storms as they do other environments. At least, not where the journals leave off.
Maybe she found a lead and rushed off to test it, confer with someone, panic.
Hopefully not the last, or we may need to do the same. That scrawling looked rather frantic. Should we be alarmed?
She's in Janthir Sentry. Found something in her research, then left in the middle of the night. Doesn't say what.
Did she give an exact location?
No, but the area near Mount Balrior still seems like our best bet.
Let's tell Sistina what we know, then move out.
Do you not interact with all the stuff I was interacting with?
It was
Like
only
this?
you.
Are you unable to?
Yeah.
You sure?
Yes.
Have you tried over here? No? I assume it didn't.
Yeah, it didn't work.
Alright. So I guess you have to be in a private instance for that.
Farah's in Janthir Sentry. Thinks she's made a breakthrough in her research.
What is it?
That we're not sure of. But she's been stitching together all sorts of threads regarding the Titans' behavior. Particularly their relation to Bloodstone and Mist's tides. She also thinks Ura is hiding in a geyser-heavy area.
For all we know, she could be out there trying to track Ura down herself.
What is she thinking? Going to those isles alone and not telling anyone? Sanctioned fieldwork is one thing, but this is a death wish.
We should be able to extract her without much issue. Provided she hasn't done anything too rash.
Everything about this is rash. Go, find her, and extract some foolishness from her while you're at it.
We'll do what we can. Best we get going.
Meet you there, Commander. We'll notify the Alliance and let the Lowland Council know to expect us.
Right. Right, it's the other one that you were able to get. Glad you arrived when you did. Aris Sistema was about to march Janthir herself to find Farah. Gex would have let her just to get some quiet around here. She would have made it. She would have made it for at least. I don't know Sistema or Farah that well, but they seem passionate. Passionate may be too subtle. Obsessed, more like. Farah's focus is the envy of any assumed crew director. Never drops a lead. She was Sistina's mentor too. Which might explain a few things. A session put to a good use. I mean, a session put it to a good cause. I'm rebel. Can't read for shit. Oh wait, no, I think this is just. Oh. Entry 4. No time to grab my journal. I'm just scribbling this here and adding it to the rest of the entries. I'm back at the Priory. It's the middle of the night, and finally, days and nights of research have paid off. Leaving Janthir Satori, all I wait is a reason to go back. I haven't been able to think of anything besides the questions I left unanswered there. Now I have my reasons. I may very well have my answers. It's all too much to explain here. I need to get going. I'll write more when I reach the aisle. Oh, so you do get a achievement. Okay. Do you have anything down here? No, I don't think so. Bravo. Can I help you? Did Farah ever mention how the Hydes organize their spawn? I recall something she read or observed. They seem to favor their progenitor. The originating Titan acts as a body natural defenses would. Upon the predator's death, however, she's unsure. Alright. Oh yeah, we have one more all the way over here. Commander, hello. Though perhaps you prefer Wayfarer now? No, Commander. Commander's fine. Did you ever deceive for us leave? I did, actually, and judging from the look of her eyes, she was on a hunt for something big. She wouldn't drop her research duties for any old crossing dimension disturbance. Thanks. I better catch up to her quickly then.
That's how it's done.
Which means we need to go back to janthir. Janthir, sorry. Alright, so. Let's see here. There you go, right there. Continue. It really just sends you to a different server. All right. Oh, you're right. I forgot to say there is a new skin for the Warclaw, which is this one. It's really just a more glowy version of the default look. But you can buy it. You can buy it from the Wizard Vault. Ah. God damn it. Be faster if you just click the thing. There you go. Hello.
Pokey, this is a surprise. You seem in good spirits.
When we told the Lowland Council our plans, he jumped at the chance to help.
Better to put myself to use than mope around. Plus, it's one less worry for my paw. Got plenty enough of that. Get to it, shall we? So, this Farah, she's a researcher, and kin to our Malice, yes?
Well, she was Flame Legion originally. So more like what a Northern Coden is to a Lowlander.
Ah, a long-lost cousin.
Well, yes, I suppose so. Lost, at the very least.
We're seeing this new time spawn. Being Geyser-like. Geyser-like. Something like that. Now we have a book over here with a language we can't understand. But I'm pretty sure there's... Okay.
Seems they're timetables of storm patterns, and they match Farah's writing from the looks of it.
Unless the field sprouted notes of its own. I take it we're on the right track.
As I was saying, I'm pretty sure there's a translation for those letters. If anyone even cares to look at it.
More pages ahead.
Carrying needed supplies on foot is heavy enough. Who drags along their weighted paperwork?
A researcher, obsessed. Huh. Interesting.
Titan spawn. We're surrounded. Weapons ready.
Can't finish a damn thought without these things interrupting.
That's all of them.
As I was saying, they're field notes on spawn emitting steam and sulfur, characteristic of Ura.
Aligns with Farah's work. If she's documented them, I'd suppose she's met them. But is she equipped to defend herself?
It's rare a Priory scholar is also skilled in combat.
Best we get to her before any more spawn do.
On me.
Farah? Hold on. We're almost there.
Burn me. I had Char say that. I think we're supposed to be ready over here.
Easy now.
And then we have more than out here. They should not come out here, but not undefended. What's up, Farah?
Should be all of them. Are you hurt, Farah?
I'm fine. It's my study that's ruined. You killed my specimens.
You were cornered. What was your exit plan? Paper cut them to death?
It's called observation. Just because you see something doesn't mean you have to kill it, you know.
Force of habit.
Regardless, going in these wilds alone is a fool's move, as is not telling anyone you're here.
Gix was so concerned he asked us to track you down. And Sestina is worried sick.
Worried wyverns, those two. Figured I'd be back before they noticed. Guess it has been a few days. Well, since you're here, I've got a job you might like. Puts all that aggression to use. Follow me.
What's this job, exactly?
Testing a theory. So, those spawn I was observing, I'm certain they're Urus. But for now, take a look around. We're not far from the sulfur baths. But notice the difference?
Smells less like a rotten egg in a smelting oven.
True, the air is fresher and clearer. Don't see any steam, do you?
Nothing to cloud out the sun. You've been charting weather patterns here. Why?
To keep track of him.
It's gliding.
I've been watching him since I arrived. Each day, he ventures further out, expanding his territory. But the moment the rain clears, he scurries back to the baths.
You've been studying the storms. Your notes said they seem to bolster the Titan's power.
Appreciate you keeping up on my work. Now you can help me test that very theory. And better we do so with the spawn before we face its progenitor. He's large enough to approximate Ura, physically and biologically. But he's weaker. We learn him, we learn Ura.
We came to rescue her from danger, and here she is, ready to toss us right into it.
But she does have a point. If we're going to kill Ura, we need our strategy set beforehand.
Knew you'd see reason. You get ready. I'll get in place for observation.
What?
During this trial, I'll be asking some questions for my research. Don't overthink, just answer. Scale of 1 to 10. How stressed are you? Rank the last 3 attacks in order of... Okay, the clouds are parting. Describe any changes in him. Weaker attacks? Loss of stamina?
He's putting up less resistance.
These hits aren't landing as hard.
Seems he's losing stamina.
Exactly what I wanted to hear. This is going right to the Priory Library for display.
How are you so cheery about all of this? Doesn't it piss you off? What these things did to us? To everyone?
They're fascinating beings. Powerful, mysterious on a scale all their own, and perfectly indifferent to us. What use is moral outrage toward creatures with no concept of morals?
That does certainly put it into perspective.
Maybe. It makes sense. I don't like it, but it makes sense.
Well, I'd say the weather made an obvious difference in the spawn's strength.
So if we can confront Ura during a break in the storm, we may have a chance.
We still need to scope out her lair.
I've noticed a high concentration of Titan spawn at the base of Mount Balrior since I arrived.
Then there's a good chance Ura is hiding at the top and having her spawn guard the place. We may have some luck on the timing of this. Before we left, I caught word of a storm report from the ward. They're predicting a break in the storms within the next few days. If they're right, we'll need to act fast.
Let's aim for the day after tomorrow, but no later. That'll give us time to prep and get word out.
Malice and I will head to Lion's Arch and inform the Alliance.
I'll go tell Pa. He'll want time to call a council meeting.
That leaves the Astral Ward. I'll make my way to the tower now.
Fantastic! Right. Right here.
this concept art.
Yes. Fancy. Very empty. Maybe.
I had to act! My people were in danger. I couldn't abandon them again. Irony so rich I could gild the tesserae with it.
Right.
We're in the middle of something. Are you oblivious or just dense?
It's me.
Oh, thank the stars.
Hello.
Quickly. I can't stand it any longer. They've been arguing for days. Literal days.
I'm trying to have a discussion. But it's off derailed by my interlocutor's perpetual outbursts.
A discussion? That's what you called that tirade of yours earlier? Think they heard you in the Shiver Peaks.
Go address the room. If you don't have a report, make something up. Before they get a second wind.
Fortunately, I have some news. We located Farah, the missing researcher, in Janthir Sintry. She was conducting some extracurricular studies on Ura's spawn and the bolstering effects of the Mist's tides. While there, she volunteered us to test this theory by battling one of Ura's greater spawn. And sure enough, as soon as the storm cleared, the spawn weakened significantly.
See, Ren? Those storms are off. You don't need to be from the Isles to sense that.
I've been on that train of thought from the start. Why do you think I had the ward tracking them in the first place?
Uh-huh.
Malice told us your predictions for the storms breaking these next couple days. We can use that to our advantage. We'll use today and tomorrow to get our preparations in order. The following day, we'll strike. That's the plan.
So it is. I'll call together a meeting to inform the ward. We'll return to our discussion later.
Don't rush on our accounts.
Uh-huh.
Finally. Thought we'd never get a moment's peace. Not with that old gas bag here.
Sorry you got caught in the middle of this. Years of pent-up rage just waiting to be unleashed on me. Now we get to witness it in real time.
The battle should keep him occupied for a while.
Us too. I should get back to Harvest Den. Need to help Alder with preparations.
Perfect. I'm excited to finally see it. You can catch me up along the way.
At least let me give you the obligatory, you don't have to come if you don't want to.
Noted. And ignored.
Well, that's settled. Wayfinder, you keep an eye out for mail. You should be receiving something from Alder soon.
Like now? A stuck order. Feast of Baal's Eyes. Feast of Baal's Eyes Eve.
That looks valuable.
Feast of Baal's Eye. It's not I. Feast of Baal's Eve's invitation. It is with a disquieting heart that I declare a new battle eve upon us. A few moons have passed since we last gathered for such an occasion. While our prior bravery and sacrifice were repaid in victory, I'm afraid we have no time to rest on our laurels. We do, however, have time to. Enough to feast before we heed Bell's call. And so, I invite you to join our bearkin for an eve of food, drink, and dance. Let us prepare for tomorrow by preparing for joys today. Your humbled Claw, Slug Older. And let's get into position. I just harvested these. Get the kitty cat. Maybe I'll just distracted myself by doing the event over here. Because whatever.
That's the trick. Nice and easy, no?
What are we even doing? Grab the kitty cat. Nighttime version of this on the screen. Oh yeah, this is gonna be awkward.
Oh, Wayfinder. I see you got Pa's invitation. Between us, he gets a bit sappy about that sort of thing. Though, I suppose the Battle's Eve feast isn't exactly a joyous occasion. More of a precautionary goodbye. But, well, we shan't. Still plenty of fun to be had. Although your Alliance pals look to be having none of it.
Aside from me, Kate, and Malice, they don't know the Lowlanders very well yet.
Shall I introduce them? Pressure them to mingle? If all else fails, some honey wine should do the trick.
Appreciated. But you just enjoy the festivities. I'll see if I can loosen them up.
Anyway,
Seems like you don't know what to do with yourselves.
yeah, this is the awkward part. After you guys are leaving bonds with the lowlanders and it appears I have more work
This place
cut out
is a bit rougher
for me.
around the edges than Her Majesty's royal court. Although, I don't mind the change of pace.
The lowlanders may look intimidating, but appearances can be deceiving. And they could say the same about some of us.
I wouldn't characterize it that way.
How about I introduce you to
Skyrim.
a few of the council members? Might help break the ice.
Yeah, this is the weird part where Queen Jenna doesn't, her voice actor doesn't have a voice line right now.
For starters, Queen Jenna, there's someone you might like to meet.
Oh! And Feyenoord is the name we'll be sticking with,
I suppose
correct?
Denise was present for the grand reveal.
Based on Anis's recollection, grand is turned one way to put it. So-
Aurora, I'd like you to meet a colleague and friend of mine, Queen Jenna of Kryta.
Your Majesty. Well, this is an honor.
Likewise, Feyenoord. I've heard much about the town's healing master. All of it impressive. Yeah, this is the awkward part. I think if you voice actors were like in protest or something like that.
Dagonet, I know someone you'll have plenty to chat about with.
I'm eager to make their acquaintance.
Dagonet, meet Soaring Crest, agriculture master, expert in Janthir's ecosystem and plant life.
Most things, I've still much to learn of your people.
Then we're one and the same. Let's fix that.
Apparently, I mean,
And finally, Anise. I know just the person for you.
About time. The suspense was killing me.
Countess, meet Barbed Veil, Spearmaster. I pity any who find themselves on the wrong end of her spear.
Are you speaking from experience, Commander?
whoa, hell no.
The sparring match is soon to start. Who dares face our Spearmaster in this test of might?
How about you? Think you could take Barb Vale one-on-one?
Apologies. The eve before battle leaves them restless, sparks nerves. They hide them with spears and boasting.
I don't know that I'd be the best sparring partner, but I think I have just the match. Commander.
Yes.
Go get him, Commander!
Yes, Commander! 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 It's not Wayfinder, it's Commander! Went crazy. Just going crazy for not saying this is a Wayfinder. When sorry, it's Commander! Alright. Are you ready? Don't die.
There you go! Exceptional Wayfinder.
Easy.
You'll face me one-on-one and live to boast. You've earned that right, and my respect.
Uh-oh.
The
Health is going down.
soldiers
Oh, there you go.
feel the fate that tomorrow promises them.
Deft work out there, Wayfinder. Nothing like sparring to shake the pre-battle jitters. Me? Well, I'd rather dance them away. The eve of battle always wreaks havoc on my nerves.
Well, battle is plenty of cause for nervousness. If you stop feeling nervous, that's when you should be concerned.
Wise you are, Wayfinder. Speaking of calming the nerves, the rite of the warrior dance is starting up. Join the dance circle. Make the others jealous with your swan-like moves.
The
Uh-huh.
rite of the warrior dance commences. Who shall be first to thaw our dance circle? Perhaps a visitor. Wayfinder, you impress us with your sparring moves. Have you the dance moves to match?
You bet the Wayfinder does. Don't fret. I'll join you.
Gather round, fan our flames. Think of them as a warrior's life fire burning bright. That's it! A dance on battle's eve loosens muscles and inhibitions. A fine tradition. Draw your bearkin near. Whether you set off to battle,
Boom.
back to hold down the fort, we dance in camaraderie. What a crowd! Let Ashmakers tell of this battle's eve for ages to come. Thank you all.
Now it's time to find Stolp Alder, who is not been here. Just sulking all the way over here. What are you doing? Join the party, my guy.
Gathered here we are to remember. No. Makes it sound like a funeral pyre. Wayfinder.
Hear it all in the background.
Whatever wording you settle on. Your assurance is appreciated. Although, I wish the message were one I needn't deliver. I understand. Never gets easier. Although, truth be told, I wouldn't want it to. I've some prepared remarks. Keep them brief, I shall, lest the rumble of your stomachs drown out my words. But first, I shall offer the floor to our visitors. If you've your own words to air, please, come forth. I didn't come with a prepared speech.
Oh no.
As the leader of the Astral Ward and a vanguard of the Tyrian Alliance...
Huh. Now he's a vanguard? What happened to the triviality of Tyrian politics?
I'm sure the muse will strike. The foes
And dear
before us
Exgarden's
may
motivational
seem
speech.
marvels, born of worlds unknown. Let me assure you, they are nothing new. Past millennia watched the Titans rise to power, only to be buried by history's indifferent debris. Tomorrow, we shall damn them to that same insignificant fate. Will they appear again in a future distant from our own? Who knows? Instead, we must remember life's true constant. The struggle for survival. Incessant, ruthless, natural. It is that very force your tribe reveres that powers life. So fear not these crude beasts. No. Fear repose. Fear a life so catatonic it makes risking death feel like living. I find it all rather freeing. Don't you?
For a minute there, I thought he had it. But then he kept talking.
Exactly. Did you hear that?
Not the worst pep talk he's given.
Our guest speech may seem disquieting, as is war, a thief of solace, and most cruelly, hope. Far too many of us know this firsthand. So I share with you a poem from moons long past. It has seen me to brighter shores. May it do you that same kindness. As we march toward peril's hearth, our kinfolk at our sides, each step, perhaps, could be our last, or first, toward kinder skies. Our spears will dawn, and fight till dawn, to guard the grounds we've stood, but won't have won till battle's done, and stays that way for good.
Which
And
way?
stays that way for good. That sentiment I find freeing. Until we see such times, we march, bear kin and allied friends, to guard our grounds against a foe most wicked. What they have in strength, they lack in respect for one another. We have both, and some damn good spears.
That's way better than this is Garaz. Boo! I've run eggs. I'll come back here. Still got eggs for you. I just feel with looking at eggs. Hello.
That was a very compelling speech, Elder.
They always seem to come together at the last moment. Still, tomorrow comes too soon. We've prepared, tested our plan of attack, celebrated the many reasons for living. It's time. Suppose it is, Wayfinder. But for now,
The eve is young, and the festivities beckon. I do advise you all to get a good night's rest. Tomorrow, we rise.
Guy likes to hear himself talk. I thought he'd never shut up. Anyways, we have extra stuff. Let's get back to the, let's go back over here. It's a ship, by the way. Who's this?
What?
You know what? This. Did that work? Maybe in a bit, but Asgaran, hello. If you're not gonna help us with the Elder Dragons or anything, how about you help us with a dance?
Don't tell me you're afraid to dance, Scarlet.
Afraid? Huh. I just find no comfort in the senseless flailing of limbs.
I know. You need a partner.
I'll pass. I'm flattered. Truly. But I can partake from here while remaining still and dignified.
Oh, how rude of me. The Seers didn't have dancing, did they? It's just, I always thought you were the graceful sort.
Oh, of course we had dance. It's not like it's ornamency. You just set your feet, sway your hips in time to the rhythm. I know what you're trying to do, and it won't work.
All right, you win. Honestly, I wish Maban was here. Niece tells me he was the life of the party.
He was a patron of many festivities over the years. A shame you only knew him in his direst moments.
One dance, then. For Maban.
Fine. I will humor your childish whims. And then you will leave me be.
That's it, Asgaran? Yeah. Spin to win. Woo! Alright, but we have people to talk to while we're here. So let's get to talking. Hello. Hello over there.
A perfect spot. You'll never find us up here. Now, tell me more about them.
For starters, I'm thankful they still want anything to do with me. I've put them through enough for a lifetime.
Well, good to get your baggage out of the way early.
Ald is doing the best he can, given the situation. He's opening up again, slowly. Patience is the least I can give him. And I'm downright impressed with Oki. He's been through so much. But instead of running, he faces things head on. I could learn from him. My legacy is running from things I need to face.
There's far more to your legacy than that. After his ascension, I became fast friends with Lear, a son of Deldrimor. He reminds me so much of you. His views on magic, the dualities of creation and destruction, and logic and emotion. I spoke of you often to him, shared your writings, and he eventually came to form the Bastion of Balance in your memory. It was then that I finally accepted that even though you were gone, your teachings would live on. Forgive me if I overshared with him. With you gone, I feared the worst. I guess it was a way to feel close to you again.
I abandon you, and you honor me. I don't deserve you.
But now you're here, and I am more whole for it, my dearest friend.
Anyway. I kind of find Dagger's voice to be weird. It's as if they decided to put a filter on her voice in this update. I don't know.
Pokey, a moment.
Oh, Ma's arrow. Thought she took it with her.
As did I. You know, one reason holding this feast was so important to me is that I couldn't give your ma a proper send-off. I never even got the chance to tell her goodbye. And damned if I was going to let that happen again.
Pa.
Your ma's intent was always to make you this arrow's keeper. She had wanted to wait till you were grown. And grown you have. From a cub adrift in daydreams to a warrior who's braved life's cruel realities far too soon. Wear this as a reminder that your ma and I are forever at your heart. Soar, my arrow.
That's pretty neat. The night before we face the Titans. Interesting. Why does that last achievement not do activate for you? Not yet. It says we had to dance before leaving. No. Maybe it's nothing. Alright, so anyways, we need to send Mount Balar to challenge the Titans. Mere allies the foothills of Mount Valar. Valar? Which of course the objective marker is near the raid. Because we finally got a new raid. So of course we don't need to do the raid for the story. The story is basically just a story version of the raid, I guess. I don't know. I did hear it's probably the easiest raid though. I'm yet to do raids though, for like the sake of legendary armor. Maybe if we find groups to help us do raids, we do after all have like 84 days before the next update comes out. And in order for us to get raid armor, it'll take like 5 weeks or 5 sessions. I don't know. So maybe we'll find a group for that. But we're done here at some point. I don't know. But finally having a first set of legendary armor would be nice. But, you know, it's something I'll get to later. One point. Eventually. So, any thoughts from you so far?
From what?
Any thoughts from you so far?
From. I'm sorry, can you repeat that one more time?
What's your thoughts so far?
Well, I guess it's going well. It's not that bad.
I'll let you go from obscure post launch. Actually, what was the first update after post launch? Let's see here. For Secret Obscure. Uh, it ended S after defeating Surus. All right, it started with that, all that stuff, right? Yeah, that didn't really go well at all. It went so bad after that. I think this isn't the case. And here we are, about Mount Baylor. This place looks pretty. So the thing is, I find it weird about that we're not gonna get to explore this place more because this is an unexplorable area. It is weird because of all this. Pretty, right? So be it.
Good, we're all
I
here.
need some
Bad
space.
news first. A nasty storm is coming. It's blocking the reinforcements from crossing the bay, even with the lowlanders guiding them.
If that storm is headed our way, then we probably need to get moving.
Scouted ahead. There are some ruins just up the mountain. Might be a good foothold before we push on the Titans.
Anything else?
That's as far as I felt comfortable going alone. Spawn everywhere, from all three of them.
Then we push to camp and take it from there. We just don't have a lot of time. Every move needs to be deliberate.
Wait!
Vale, what are you doing here?
I'm not letting our claw climb Mount Balrior without his spearmaster.
A good warrior, an even better friend. May the wind carry us.
My spear is yours, Alder.
Ready, everyone?
No time like the present.
Let us end this.
So this place is pretty. Just screenshot, and then screenshot. Yeah, it looks pretty. I'll be honest.
Titan spawn!
They're gone. All clear.
There, look.
And filled with the stranger's spawn.
Come on, let's make quick work of this. Secured.
Clear sky. The mist's energy shouldn't be too severe. We'll have the upper hand.
And no bloodstone in sight. Also good.
Time is our main enemy then, especially if a storm's rolling in. Dagda, any idea where they are?
Close. But their energies are separate? They're on opposite sides of the peak.
Maybe they're expecting us. Probably a trap.
Regardless, they'll learn of our presence quickly. And if they can sense when their spawn are killed, they're already preparing.
It's a little while, but I have an idea. If they split up now, so should we. We know Greer's and Decima's song and dance. We all start picking them off, while Sorrow and Dagda keep the others busy.
I like that. Work our way around the mountain. Keep them separated. Kill them separated.
If the air tells me truth, Greer is to the east, Decima to the west. Harder to say, but north.
Okay, you all head to Greer like Pokey said. We know his ways. Dagda, you hold Decima in place.
When Greer is dead, be ready to move. I'll send a portal that'll bring you all straight to me and Decima.
Ready to go.
Let's move out.
Good luck.
There's this. What do you think about this area though?
It's kind of beautiful.
I know, right? And this area is only for a story instance and the raid.
How's everyone feeling about this?
A pinch nervous, but this is necessary.
I look ahead for days without strife, hoping they near.
What is this? Have you been on Destiny 2 recently?
No.
Well, I think you still have one more week before Iron Banner goes away because there is that new rocket sidearm, and it has some pretty nice rolls if you're lucky. Just saying. So maybe try it out. I mean, Iron Banner did this week, or well, the Iron Banner did this time. It is the control game mode, so it's pretty easy. You don't have to focus on killing people; just focus on getting the capture points. Also, I assume you didn't have any time to go on out areas as well.
No.
Hmm. Well, better fix that. Well, yeah, do one of the two anyways. So either Outriders or Destiny 2, but you know, either way. Some catch up to do. Nothing you can't handle.
One less to worry about. Let's keep moving.
There, just ahead.
Hey, there he is.
Let's go.
Hello, Greer. What are you doing, Bish?
You come once more to court, death.
No more hiding, Greer.
Bravery, a trait of the ignorant.
Alright, try best not to die. Because that's part of the achievement, so don't die. So whatever you do, don't die. So that should be pretty easy, because there's a story mode anyway.
Worship us, Malice Sword Shadow. Let us guide you.
This is gonna be good.
Missions will speed your decay.
Just a story to scare cubs. That's all your kind is worth.
Decima, return to the foundry.
Foundry, huh?
Are we okay? Everyone alive?
Alive? Yeah.
Right on time. Come on.
The foundry, huh? I believe the Titans come from the foundry, or made in the foundry. Also, some people complain that, oh wow, Greer was so easy. Well, no shit, this is story mode. But yeah, to be fair, in other story modes, we did have tougher foes like Balthazar and whatnot. But yeah, Balthazar is a god, and this is just a Titan spawn, a Titan. Which I believe in Guild Wars 1, you were able to kill the Titans pretty easy, or something like that. Something like that. Uh, oh wow, okay. I was worried there for a second. Yeah, no. Oh wow, it just teleports all the way to the northwest of the map. Okay. Hey, there's Decima right there.
Quiet. She's just ahead. I'm certain she can smell me.
Think she's waiting for us to make the first move?
Might be. Let's make her regret that.
All right, let's go. Yeah, hopefully we also do the mechanic here. Hey yo.
Watch for her lightning. We know how vicious she can be.
No. Uh-oh. Ow. Uh-oh. Uh. Oh, shit. No, I'm too fast. Don't die, don't die. You good? Oh, they're red. Oh, wait, no, that's only from the warrior class, right? There's a
Gonna
berserk.
heal that one for a bit.
Doctor, Commander, I think you two should go ahead. I don't think the rest of us can push much further.
Probably wise. Wayfinder, how is your strength?
Commander!
Sarah?
Let's go.
I will remain here and protect them while you march.
I can sense sorrow and Ura ahead. Come on.
It's Commander!
No Titan spawn.
Sorrow probably cleared the way.
Well, why did Dada get the bigger companion? It's not fair. Wait, I forgot. So we'll do this sneaky thing here. Seems promising. Good job, buddy. Look at that, those go. Oh. Whether we can handle. Hello there. What are you doing?
Sorrow. Where is Ura?
Ahead, I think. She's managed to elude me thus far. Keeps sending spawn to block my path.
Eh, that's what we can handle. Alright, alright. It's your time.
piece of bloodstone.
Oh, right. Forgot about that bit.
You killed the god spawn. Emerge, beast.
Ah, that's what it looks like.
I will drag your souls to the foundry to build my kin anew.
Oh yeah, don't die. But we also need to bring these things to the geysers. So pick one up and bring it to a geyser. Oh yeah, don't die. I got the last one. I say keep moving. Man, this is hurt more on elementalist. Good thing I got it all at once. All right, now it's time to strike. Do your worst. But also watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Watch out. Don't forget to heal.
Make you beg for death.
Warclock time. Warclock time.
You are not even of the gods. I see a stake.
Oh, come on. Game, please. You doing this? All good at this? No? You not doing anything? Of course you're not. Of course. Just leave me to do everything. What the hell is this?
Visions of your image. Perhaps I'll visit them next.
Deliver everything you got.
Spilling God-spawn blood will doom your fate.
You're my fate. Bitch, I died before. Uh-oh, I'm targeted. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm good. Come as it is. You do it. Time to give her all you got. Don't die, don't die. Get out of here, get out, get out, get out. Run this, run. Uh-oh. Ah. Aha! Almost there?
The threat unravels. I sense celebration on your breath. Stifle it. For the door we came through, it's wide open.
Door? Oh, jeez. That's just look like my all arms not coming off. So weird, it's a glob.
The door we came through sits open. What does that mean?
I knew there had to be a catch.
We'll figure that out. But for now, she's dead. All three of them are. I'll collect the others and return them to the village. Their wounds need tending.
I'll meet you there. I want to linger behind for a moment.
So the door they came through. Now, people were thinking it was a door near, probably somewhere in Ember Bay or something like that. Probably in the Burning Grotto area of Ember Bay. But then how the tenants travel all the way over to Janthir here. So there's probably a door somewhere on the Janthir region, Janthir Isles or whatever, for them to be here. But they got here through a door from the mist, though. Which is concerning.
What did you want from us? From Tyria?
Probably revenge. For back then. But people were complaining, oh wow, we defeated her so easy and all that stuff so easy. Well, I mean, I don't think they're supposed to be the big main threat or whatnot. We still have like I think 2 more updates. Something like that. Yeah, we have 2 more updates for the end of this. So there's probably more just yet to come. Alright, Harstead. Let's do it. Other people are not just doing anything with the cats. I do like how you are getting a bleed. You're getting bleed debuff on you. Condition damage. Which is just why. Alright. Let's go ahead and get on to Harvest Pig, Harvested.
Wayfinder, welcome to the night of quiet breath. Feast before the battle, take a nap after.
Ah, my kind of party.
Come on. Everyone's resting.
What am I doing?
That was one heck of a fight. Glad it's done.
Exhilarating, though. Not quite the same as fighting an Elder Dragon, but a battle worthy of some fable.
Thank you both for all of this. Excellent backup you were.
Oh yes, that was all you, Cup.
You're very welcome.
Anytime, kid.
Pa's inside with Sorrow and the blue guy. Might want to make our way in before.
Oh no. Malice and I will wait out here and keep guard.
Mm-hmm.
Cute. Come on, Pokey. Better get in there before another battle kicks up.
After this, I'm starting torpor early.
AKA Hibernation.
Wayfinder. Never has
Commander!
so gladly received. Thank you for allowing us in your home, Claw of the Lowland Coden.
The threat has passed. Now, we must heal.
I agree. And on the topic of healing, Waiting Sorrow has more to tell you.
More.
Hey now, my cerulean guest. We already know she's a wizard, or whatever you want to call all that.
Little Claw, there is more to say. There's a version of this story that would take me years to explain, but I owe this to you both. Thousands of years ago, long before Or's prime, I was born of whispers, visions, and images. I was destined to become a voice of Coda, the youngest the Coden of that era had seen. My Claw, he was kind, fierce. He sat with me many a night as I acclimated to my role. We bonded, but the dragon storm raged outside our dens, and as the storm picked up, Coda's voice turned angry. My reality changed. I started losing myself. I couldn't trust the visions. They lied to me. I'm not certain it was Coda that I heard. I hated having a destiny, and I felt like a threat. So, I left.
I know this story. Sorrow came to me, and I helped her sever her tie to the mists. Coda's voice no longer burdened her.
You are the missing voice of our ancestors.
I am. And I have regretted leaving my people every day since. That's why I came here.
My people are not a balm for your wounds.
That's never how I meant it to be. I am sorry, Alder.
Air is what I need.
Oof.
I'll go to him. Has a habit of retreating into himself, he does. Sorrow, you are not the monster you fear.
This is Garen.
They needed to know. You did what was necessary.
Wasn't the right time.
Now they do.
Wayfinder, back at the Wizard's Tower when you first returned Sorrow home, you may have noticed an air of tension. And the
Yeah.
mention of Mabon.
Right. I was wondering about that.
It seems that our friend kept a few secrets under lock and key.
200 years ago, Mabon went to Bavanissos right after the Titans licked it clean. After the Mersat had been killed. Mabon told me he went to hide a mist cape that they kept in the gut of the city. He placed a ward over the isle. But when he died, that ward fell. All of Bavanissos once again exposed to the world.
I was with the Lowlanders when it happened. Even they felt their fur stand up.
Ura mentioned a door being open. Do you think...
I believe they came from the very gate that Mabon sought to hide. But even I don't know how it opened again.
If it's still open, then we need to find it and do whatever we can to shut it.
I agree, Wayfinder. Before any more Titans are forged.
Bavanissos is the worst of janthir. Maybe one of the worst waypoints in Tyria's history. The situation must be contained.
I guess we're headed to Bavanissos then.
I will inform the Alliance.
Bavanissos. That's our next place to go to.
That's how...
But yeah, so the door that was holding them, the ward, or whatever, went away once Mabon died. Just like with Balthazar's jail when we saw Joko being imprisoned in the domain of the lost. Joko was only able to escape because Balthazar died. So there's that. All right. So let's go ahead and talk to everyone here.
For a fleeting interaction between Mabon and I to become the focus of my thoughts, and one that happened 2 centuries past. I don't want to think of him as a liar or ignorant.
Did he lie?
I don't know. But he certainly kept truths to himself. I was kept in shadow.
We'll find out what happened.
In time.
I know that was hard, but it's good that they know.
I mourn, but I can't deny the lightness. A shackle released. I try not to regret my decisions, Wayfinder. There was no world where I remained with the Bearkin all those years ago. My visions were violent and indistinguishable from truth. I would have hurt someone, perhaps many, and he would have never led them southward. The Bearkin of the Lowland would not have thrived as they do now. Thank you for the shoulder, Wayfinder. But I would like to be left to my thoughts for a while.
Alright. You do that.
You okay, Pokey?
You know, I'm just fine. Is that okay? I feel like my core should be shaking. But if I'm being earnest with you, Wayfinder, I'm fine. Really, I've got a lot of questions, but fearful I am not. My own world is just very small all of a sudden. And in the best way. There's so much more world to see. I want to see Sorrow's world, your world. I want to hear stories. I want to know more about magic. I want to see Tyria. I just need to make sure Pa's okay, you know? I was born when the world started changing. He's always lived in the wilds.
Well, maybe after all is done, we can go exploring. Just like Rama.
I've heard that tale from Ashmakers my entire life.
I'm sorry. I never meant to deceive you. I'm put into a lot of situations like that.
Blame you, I cannot. You are just another leaf caught in the runoff. However, I don't think I can join your alliance. Not right now. It's not for fear of you. Your alliance has been generous. Most of the Astral Ward as well. Our world expanded with such velocity. I fear what may happen if the tides spill past the shore.
I understand. And regardless of your place in the Alliance, that won't stop us from helping you or the Bearkin.
You are a considerate diplomat. Despite my rumblings, there are worse examples for my son to follow.
Thanks. It's alright. Alright, now let's go ahead and talk with Keith and Melas here.
Are you headed back to the Grove then?
As much as I'd like to stay here with the Bearkin, yes, I should. I need to be with Mother. Mind you, I certainly don't regret coming. The Bearkin are safer now, and that brings me joy. I'm sad to leave.
Let's stay!
If Mother were to worsen, well, this is not where I'm most needed.
Hopefully her cure is just over the horizon.
I hope so. Time will tell.
She still hasn't been healed for like... I don't know, hold on. 10 years?
I bet you're eager to get back to the office.
You know it. We accomplished a lot here. I also shook off some dust that desperately needed shaking. Been an Imperator for a while, but after Bangar, gotta admit, I was rattled. Needed to find my own wilderness again. This was good for that. I got back out into the field, got my paws nice and muddy. Didn't see the whole Titan thing coming. Almost a little poetic, yeah?
Did you find your wilderness then?
The best thing about finding one's wilderness is that you're not really supposed to. Instead, you find comfort in not knowing. I don't want to be Connor. Too much wilderness. I'm ready to return to Ash, but I need to be in the field too.
Then stay! Well, we can't afford to stay. But that's where it leaves off for Janthir Wilds for now until the next update, sometime next year, early next year. Where we off to Barbonifos? Whatever. We'll be off to there. And to do what? I'm not sure, but I guess we'll figure it out. But I guess we're gonna go inside there, go inside the door, the ward or whatever that Greer, Testament, and Ura came through, and we're gonna go ahead and shut down, destroy, or whatever, the foundry from where they came. Maybe there's something or someone making the Titans again. I don't know. But I guess we'll find out. But anyways, what are your thoughts?
Like I said before, it's going alright. Like, it's not bad. So,
It's good.
yeah, it's good.
I hope so. I hope for the next two updates, they stay that way. But I guess you have no other thoughts to say.
No, but I guess, yeah, I guess we'll have to wait until next year.
Early next year. AKA in less than 3 months. But until then, I guess we'll leave it here. So, anyways, yeah, I guess we'll see you next time. So, good day and goodbye.
And if you do enjoy this video, please drop a like, leave a comment, subscribe, and we'll catch you all in the next video. Peace out, everyone.